8th of May, Saturday. Cold morning here in Salisbury. As I look through my hotel window, get a lovely view outside. Of the Clovelly Hotel. Directly ahead of me is the station. From here, I'll be taking a train in County Devon. The weather pattern forecasts another cold, rainy day. What time radio flies? It's almost time to leave for Plymouth. And I'm back here at the Salisbury station. It's been a wonderful 24-hour excursion here in Salisbury. And I'll be taking this train. First stop at Exeter St Davids. And I'll change over and then the city that comes from Paddington and head for Plymouth. Plymouth departure. So all set, almost ready to leave. Oh, there we go. See the background. The spire of the cathedral disappearing. Tisbury. Small town. Well, that's Tisbury. Small country. Oh, the 27th Street. Sherborne. Wiltshire.
Ladies and gentlemen, now arriving Crewkern. Crewkern will be the next stop.
Oh, it's a small town. Crewkern? Old dark clouds.
Any passengers for Fennerton, Wimpole, you must be in the front of 3 coaches only to alight at Fennerton and Wimpole. Fennerton will be the next stop.
At Exeter, and that's station St Davids. I'm going to get off and take the main line into the city. Okay. From Paddington, London to Plymouth.
St Davids, West train will terminate. All change please, now arriving Exeter St Davids. All change please.
That's where we drop off. Here at Exeter, back to Plymouth. drop off at Exeter St Davids and wait for the classic 125 coming from London. As we wait, we're going to see train from London Paddington. Started to rain. The clouds have certainly darkened. Totally possibly around about 5 degrees centigrade. As we wait for the train from London Paddington, heading for Plymouth. Here comes the train. Just about to leave. Oh, there we go. Exactly on time. Very cold here. Going to leave. And there's the city to Plymouth. Since the coastal town called Wiltshire.
Service, ladies and gentlemen, is now approaching Plymouth. Plymouth is where this service will terminate. Please ensure you have all your personal belongings with you before leaving this train. Thank you.
Ready for it? Arrived exactly on time. We have arrived here at on this Great Western Intercity 125. Let's see what it looks like inside. Awesome. Goes at 125 kilometers an hour. Hotel. We have a bit of rest. We have an appointment with Professor Thompson at the Hoe. Well, that's a high-speed train. The Intercity 125. And this is Plymouth. Penzance. This is a wonder train. The Intercity 125. London Paddington to Plymouth in 4 hours. That's really cool. Certainly a nice welcoming weather. Cold, drizzly to Plymouth. This will head downtown, down the Armada Way towards the Hoe. Certainly welcoming weather we have today in Plymouth. And where I'm standing, it's called the Armada Way. Shopping complex, terrace on both sides.
And you know, you may think that we're all in the top.
The Armada Way.
In the majority of people of the
We call it Spanish Armada.
well, one day,
Sir Francis Drake sitting on the Spanish split. Just off Plymouth.
and where it's going,
This stone was unveiled in 1947 by King George VI to mark the beginning of the rebuilding of the city centre of Plymouth after the destruction of World War II. And the drum above is based on the original drum of Sir Francis Drake. Usually the Union flag fly high on state occasions. On the left is the Plymouth Guildhall. And on the left is the Salisbury, all leading into this Armada Way. Designs made by the citizens of Plymouth and the murals. We are here in Plymouth, county of Devon, on the esplanade of the Hoe, the Plymouth Hoe, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean as it meets with the channel, the English Channel. Very cold, freezing day, temperature of 2 degrees centigrade, chilly weather indeed. And behind us is the Plymouth Dome. Crossing over the channel. This is the esplanade of the Hoe. About it's a grassy pot, which you'll see later. Overlooking the Hoe, endless cold, icy winds. Is one of the upper ground level of the Plymouth Dome. Overlooking the sea. All historical shipping navigations exemplified. Each one tells its own story. Entrance to the main podium, and then here each story tells its tale. If you recall, the Golden Hind, first ship around the world, Sir Francis Drake, from this very port of Plymouth. Mayflower taking the Pilgrim Fathers to New England, Americas. That's the dome itself. Now I'm starting to go. The dome here. One of the exits. watching the Spanish Armada, 1988. And Sir Francis Drake beat the forces of Spain. Very windy. And behind is the Smitons Tower Lighthouse. The landmark of Plymouth, in the grassy part of the Hoe. The bottom of the Smitons Tower Lighthouse. As it says, this stone was laid by His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh, Master of the Trinity House, on October the 20th, 1882. Certainly majestic landmark on the Plymouth Hoe. Tower Lighthouse. Around it, grassy part of the road, an open sea. The Plymouth Dome, the castle, behind me is the statue of St. Francis Drake. And this stone statue was presented on August the 5th, 1977 by the state of California to commemorate the 400 years of sailing by St. Francis Drake around the world. On my left, St. Francis Drake statue, and directly in front of me is a memorial for men and officers who served what was then the Empire, now the Commonwealth, in service during the First and the Second World War. Memorial to the Commonwealth soldiers of those wars, and a memorial marking the 300 years of the Spanish Armada. Of the Spanish Armada. Directly in front of me is memorial to men and officers who served in the Royal Air Force, Commonwealth and Allied Air Forces during the Second World War. See Smitons Tower Lighthouse, memorials to the men and officers who served in both wars, the Citadel, the wall off, the very towering structure indeed. Back to the open sea. The Barbican. We're now going to be walking alongside the Madeira Street. We are walking down Madeira Street towards the Barbican. Cold, icy weather. Certainly not a picnic out there. Everybody in the high seas. Harbour there, the Barbican. Up the Citadel, that's the Barbican. Oh, rough icy seas. My goodness, look down there. Incredible. Bit of muck as well. We're now approaching the Barbican slowly, and the Barbican is the place where the twin fathers left in 1623. It's where all the sailing clubs are based. The famous of them all is the Mayflower Sailing Club, all uprooted here in the wharf. And Madeira Street ends here. As we know, is the Royal Citadel. And directly to the Mayflower Sailing Club. That's where Madeira Street starts and Lambay Hill begins. Running adjacent to the Royal Citadel yonder, and Lambay Hill extending that direction towards the Barbican, where we are going to the Mayflower Steps and to the Mayflower Still. We're now in the Barbican. The spot where the Union flag, the Star Spangled Banner fly, with the Mayflower Stone, the spot where in 1620 the Colonial Fathers left England to New World United States. Again, Citadel, in the direction of the Hoe, the seafront. In front, the Mayflower Stone. This is the spot where the Pilgrim Fathers sailed off on the 6th of September 1620. We're cheered on. The Mayflower sailed towards what we name New Plymouth in New England. New England coast up in that The Mayflower Store. So they sailed on the Pilgrim Fathers, persecuted by King James the Jacobite, the Catholic king, them being Protestants, established themselves in the New World. All this is in an area which on the left is referred to as a Barbican. This is rich history in the 16th century. To the Mayflower Stone. Looking down on this commemorative marble slab, Mayflower 1620, when the Pilgrim Fathers left on 6th September 1620 from this spot. And this is the Mayflower Stone. They left on the ship. As you'd have seen headed of them moving and sailing forth to the promised land. This is the Stone, Union flag, England, Star Spangled Banner, United States. All this union of two nations. All in pursuit of freedom. The Mayflower Stone. May 16th, 1630. And on the left side of the Mayflower Stone is the National Marine Aquarium. National Marine Aquarium. Overlooking the Barbican. Full of history. Road to the Hoe, the Mayflower Stone. The National Maritime Aquarium, cruisers, all tucked Yonder is the Mayflower steps. Sailing ships behind. The National Maritime Aquarium yonder. We're now entering the heart of the Barbican. And what is so unique about is that it has retained the history of the Elizabethan era of the 16th century, whereby there's been retention of the narrow streets with cobblestone paving, and this streets exemplify history of the Elizabethan times. Some have been converted into shops, some into pubs, some are effectively private residential areas, some undergoing renovations at all times. And look at the narrow streets, typifying an era during the Elizabethan time, during the times of Walter Raleigh, during the times of Sir Francis Drake, during the times Charles II. And all these are private residences as well as food stalls, also areas of tourism. This would be a private residence here, typifying Elizabethan era. Certainly a big hike in market value for an area in this area. Let's go another narrow street. Look at the cobbled paving, particularly for hoofs. This would be certainly a business, embroidery, and above would be residential premises. And this is a hub of the Barbican. City is alive at night, people being entertained with food-wise. Narrow streets, architecture retained of the past. It's another section of the Barbican. You find this area as you cross over. Smells of seafood, this area. This basically is a typical architecture retained from the past, making this Barbican a unique place in the history of an English town, old Elizabethan Plymouth. So all around the quay, adjacent to the Barbican, are pubs, eating houses, souvenir shops, glassworks, all retaining history of the past. And what makes the Barbican so unique is the residential areas above and restaurants and eating houses
on the side.
below. And this is typical picturesque description of the Barbican. The date from yesterday. The Barbican. In Plymouth, England. Ooh, that's a wind, boy. And that is the Dome. This is another typical part of the Barbican with narrow streets and its cobbled, paved flooring, containing history of the past. Food stalls, handicrafts, malls, narrow streets with paved flooring, and Blackfriars Lane typifies this chapter of the past here in certainly Barbican is a place not to be missed for anybody visiting Plymouth. I am now on Princess Street, having left the direction of the Barbican. Barbican in that direction. I'm now back almost in Armada Way, directly behind the Hoe, and on this foreground is the anchor taken from HMS Ark Royal and presented to the Lord Mayor, Councillor of the City of Plymouth, Admiral of the Fleet, Notting Hill, and behind those cars that are crossing Citadel Road is the previously memorial show commemorating the men and officers who gave their lives for the Commonwealth, the Dominions Empire as it was then known during the wars 1914, 1939 and 1945. And behind me, the church, Catholic Church of Christ the King. And this heads in the direction of the city centre, Armada Way, with the Guildhall of Plymouth behind those shops in this cold May, supposedly spring here in England, and back again towards the direction to the Barbican. This is the building that houses the University of Plymouth School of Architecture. Sitting in the plush area behind the hall. In the middle, the Civic Centre. Very quiet today, Saturday evening. Cold though, bitterly cold. This is the Civic Centre. And yonder is the town and county courts building. And yonder, Plymouth Guildhall. The Royal Parade, crossing underneath the subway. And yonder, and then again, hi, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you? And back again to the Civic Centre. Once again, we are at Royal Parade on the Armada Way, and under the subway are murals of citizens of this town. We have commemorated the strong history of this nation in their murals. Let's have a look and see what's is depicted as part of the history of England. And around behind me is the Civic Centre. Shopping complex. On the right, beyond, and the Guildhall. Okay. Civic Centre behind, and the drum that is similar to that of Sir Francis Drake. The subway and the beautiful murals depicting here the Spanish Armada on each side. Here, seen from distance. Spanish Armada, makes sense. On this side are murals rich in the history of England. Let's have a look. We start on the rack and just look at the spots depicted on the murals. Henry the 7th, Henry the 8th, Edward the 6th, Sir Francis Drake, Queen Mary, Elizabeth the First, that Lord Howard Effingham, go behind Spanish Armada. James the First, Charles the First was beheaded in 1649, then came the Civil War, the Commonwealth between 1649 and 1653, Oliver Cromwell and his protectorate between 1653 and 1660, Charles II, James II, William III and Mary. Those got rid of James, the Jacobite, Queen Anne, George, and of course the reigning Queen, Elizabeth Regina II. And that is a mural, and from here we merge into the Armada Way. So a beautiful view of a mural depicting the globe, the world, Africa there, Middle East subcontinent, I'm trying to think as who was a divorcee that got married to King Edward III, cousin James the Wallace Simpson, of course. The city centre is certainly empty and quiet right now. The buzz and hub of this morning is almost, if not totally, eclipsed. And the sundial, the landmark here in the Armada Way, is devoid of people except a sprinkling or two. The shopping complexes around, which attract so many people during peak hour, lie empty, deserted. If you pick up the last throngs of this beautiful city, of Plymouth. Tonight is my last day here. Just tomorrow it's time to leave and move on and head for Stratford. This is Valley Street. Alongside it is a famous dairy shopping complex. Retail stores are known for their exquisite merchandise. And yonder is the Guildhall. Immediately ahead of us, the Theatre Royal. The Centre of Performing Arts here in Plymouth. Large square. Empty this time. Right? For the city centre junction. And then again into Raleigh Street, which is basically the banking and administrative centre. Raleigh Street again, with its banks and commercial centres. The Theatre Royal, one facade of it. And flanking it and opposite is the Great Western Cinema. Northbound Exeter. Yonder, the Theatre Royal. Journey, Great Western Cinema. In front of us is one of the largest toy shops you could ever get. Us toy complex, biggest house of toys, commodities you can ever get in Europe. You look for any toy, you'll find them. A toy us. Obviously at this time of the evening, very little business kids are not found in such premises at this time of the evening. Certainly, the Toys R Us is a well-known, best exemplified toy shop complex in Europe. And adjacent to Toys R Us complex, connected by a walk-on, is the Plymouth Pavilions, the conference center and entertainment center. of international announcements. The Plymouth pavilions. And from here, we move towards the Hoe, in the direction also to the Barbican, and National Road to Exeter. And beyond here, above the mountain and beyond, is the seafront and the Plymouth Hoe. Beautiful view of the city centre from the summit, looking down into the pavilion, Plymouth pavilions, and the Toys R Us complex. And from here, we lead ourselves towards the Plymouth Hoe. This is one of the many entrances to the Plymouth pavilions, a large complex of entertainment and conference center. Direction of the Plymouth Hoe. All residential area and hotel and B&B complex now. Another view the Plymouth pavilion. The wind is rushing up again. It's getting colder and colder. The Plymouth pavilion. All part of the inner city as we head towards the seafront and the Hoe. We won't get to the seafront, the weather is atrocious. And this is the beginning of the Plymouth Hoe. It's picked up speed again. We're now on the summit of the West Hoe region, overlooking a very angry sea. Right? It's time to go back to my B&B, Citadel Road. Straight behind this one. Low behind that Citadel Street, and my B&B is on 99 Westland Hotel. Let's move on. From the sea behind, overlooking the western part of the Hoe. Citadel Road. And this street, Citadel Street, houses numerous B&Bs. Very close by Citadel Street. These all B&Bs alongside it. I'm going to Western Hotel. £12 per night is very modest for a B&B, particularly that there are lots of B&Bs on the whole. There we are again. The terrace called Citadel Street extends all the way behind the Hoe, extending all that direction. And in front of me is the west wind. That's where good night. Well, it's a final tour for the day. It's time to lay back, rest, and wait tomorrow for a trip back to Stratford on the Avon via Birmingham.